Biotechnology and genetically modified foods. Biotechnology is a huge part of today's society. It uses living organisms to make chemicals and/or products to perform industrial tasks. The main use for biotechnology includes food science, medicine, and agriculture. Scientists are now able to move genes from one plant to another. Some benefits of biotechnology include: they require less physical labor. Biotechnology requires less physical labor such as tilling and plowing. Also, resistant to pests and diseases. Certain biotechnology foods are being designed to become more resistant to pests and diseases. This allows farmers to use less chemicals, herbicides, and pesticides. Reduction in harmful chemicals is not only beneficial for consumers, but for wildlife and water as well. Another benefit is it also limits deforestation. Agricultural biotechnology is slowly limiting deforestation as the crops produce a high yield. This means less acreage is required to produce the same amount of product. Some disadvantages include transfer of genetic material. Genetically modified crops may transfer their genetic material into natural, unmodified plants. Another disadvantage is genetically modified organisms may escape into the wild. If the organism does escape, it could upset the ecosystem. Let's look at genetically modified foods. So genetically modified foods are foods derived from organisms whose genetic material has been modified in an abnormal way. Some of the advantages include longer shelf life. Genetically modified foods can have a longer shelf life as it doesn't rely on preservatives to maintain the freshness. Another advantage is it's easier to transport. Due to a prolonged shelf life, excess food is taken from one community to another that may be experiencing a food shortage. Now let's look at some disadvantages. One disadvantage is genes go into a different plant species, and this happens by crops sharing fields with other plants. Another disadvantage is independent research is not allowed due to companies controlling majority of the genetically modified food markets.